Well folks, good morning from Luxor. Day 49, 13th of March 2023, and we begin a bit of an odyssey really from Luxor via Cairo, via Doha to Istanbul, which will take the best part of 2 days. Why? Because I'm an idiot. This take, for sure, got me backpack, passport and visas, heading out of Melbourne for the first time in years. By planes, buses, trains and cars, I'm heading from Dhaka to Dakar. Yeah, so we're on our way to the airport here in Luxor, and the first flight is at 9:20 a.m. and I think we get in tomorrow at about 7 or 6 p.m. into Turkey. So what happens when you book your second flight first, because I was originally planning on taking the train back to Cairo. Not sure what I'll do in Cairo as of this stage, or how I'll while my time away. Today I'll be flying two airlines that I've never flown before. Egypt Air, domestic, and Qatar Airways, economy, and the final flight, Doha to Istanbul, also in Qatar, is business, saving the best till last. Well folks, I've been dropped here, which doesn't leave me feeling particularly happy, outside the airport. Apparently it's a 3 or 4 minute walk. Anyway, it's a beautiful morning. Who doesn't want a lovely walk into the airport? Luxor International Airport. Crikey, over there people are lining up to get in. That looks awful. Well folks, domestic travel Egypt style Luxor. Hey, well, we are all checked in. Check-in was actually efficient and quick. It is really piling up. There's a flight that's boarding. There's a few delays here as well. Okay, they're boarding Nile Air 74 there, and it's about 9:05, and our 9:10 flight is now officially delayed, just like all the other flights. Shukran. Well folks, that's not our plane, I don't think. Luxor Airport for you. The big trip begins. Hopefully we'll be in the air in 20 minutes or so, and making our way to Cairo. Cairo will probably be there in about 12:30. My flight from Cairo to Doha is actually a 1:20 flight AM, so that gives us more than 12 hours at the airport. I did think of changing things up, but unfortunately my Turkish visa is not valid until tomorrow, so there's no point in getting in this evening. I could cancel my flights and get a flight direct to Istanbul, but there's no point in that because I wouldn't be allowed into the airport until tomorrow. Down here in a very dusty Cairo. Check it out. Sandstorm, sandstorm, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? It's no good for you. Anyway, the first leg of this operation from Luxor to Istanbul is pretty much over. Well, I've got about 10 hours before I can check in. Okie dokie, well, I've got my bag, so we have successfully got through the first of 3 flights. Now I've got to find out where the heck I am and where departures are, international departures. Okay, so this is the Le Meridian, and that's where I came from, just over there, but they are full. So they're sending me to a place called La Bissache or something like that, and they said there's definitely rooms there, and they should have a shuttle to the airport, and yeah, should be the best thing, I think. Oh man, here we are. This is it's my room here at the Novotel in at the airport. It was quite an experience. It all seemed very dodgy to me, but apparently someone did a deal through someone else. Anyway, my driver of the car, he drove me here whilst on the phone the whole time to people to try and get me a room here. They said this was full, but they could get me a room. I don't know if it was full. They did give me a room for 140 US, and the price starts at 190 US. It's clearly marked, and I thought it was all dodgy, and I was pretty uncomfortable, to be honest. Strings were pulled, and here I am, and it's nearly 2:30, so I'll be here for another 7.5, 8 hours. You've got free shuttle to the airport. It's only 5 minutes away. I can do a little bit of editing. I can access Wi-Fi because I didn't have particularly usable Wi-Fi at all in Luxor. I couldn't get the airport Wi-Fi to work. I can freshen up and get ready. So, yeah, that's the airport tower there. There's a giant garden. There's this pool, apparently. I know where the pool is. Don't think. There's a gym. Oh, there's the pool. Well, folks, it's nighttime as well, you can see. And the time is, I don't know, it's about 10 to 10 p.m. And yeah, so there's a shuttle every half hour on half hour. So I'm going down to get the shuttle over to Terminal 2. There's your evening view, folks, of the Novotel. Actually, it's pretty average, to be fair. It's pretty worn and dated, and there we go, departures.
This way.
No problem. Thank you so much. I'm in the mood for something. Oh, I'm a little bit of duty free there. Cairo duty free, and a few shops here and there. Crazy to the last. Was going through security. Everything really just takes longer than it should. Okay, got about 55 to go, so I'm going to head over to the gate and see what the situation is there. It shouldn't be too far. Sat down, caught up a bit on my diary, and yeah, reflected. So the next stop will be Doha in Qatar, and we have about, I think, 7 or 8 hours there. Excellent. Definitely a full flight, by the way. I was told they oversold by 21 seats, so there's a good chance that people are missing out. Okay, folks, the boarding experience. 31, 32, 33. Okie dokie, we are starting to taxi. It's 1:27. Pretty much on time. 6:20 in the morning. We were touched down. We're on time. Wow, there was some screaming, baby screaming. That was next level. Sleep not possible. Okay, so we're going to head to this Al Mourjan lounge, which apparently is this way, and she said that there was a place to sleep there, so we'll see. We'll see. So they've got recliners here. You can just get a bit of sleep, a few Z's as they say, or perhaps a few Z's, and that's what I'm going to try and do, because I did not sleep through that baby screaming flight. Yeah. Folks, it's 11:30 and bizarrely it is way quieter now. Here's the view. A few planes out there. This is just part of the lounge, and I made myself comfortable here and got a few hours sleep, which has been great. And over there's like a business centre. Yeah, a little bit of pasta, a little bit of, we've got over here, maybe just some veggies as well, thanks. I think that'll be plenty for me. Well, I managed to keep that down to one plate, and no dessert. I'm gonna pass on dessert. I don't know what I'm gonna get on the flight, but it is business class, so I presume that I'm gonna get a meal. Yeah, so I guess we're gonna mosey on down to the gate now. It actually is, it really is. Oh, air conditioning. Okay, well, we're moving on out. And Turkey, here we come. Turkiye. We're up in the sky, and there's not a lot to see out there, especially as we seem to be turning right now. And flight time is supposed to be about 3 hours 45. Well, folks, that is our last flight. Touch plastic. Until we reach Senegal. It's a nice, comfy flight, and we are here in Istanbul. Now we have to get to the hotel. Hopefully, it's not going to be too hard. The hotel is in the Sultanahmet area, which is the main tourist area in Istanbul. And the good news is that there is a metro line that goes all the way to the airport. We'll take the metro a few stops, then we're going to swap across to the tram, and the tram will take us to Sultanahmet, and then we've got a bit of a walk. Hey there. Yes, I don't know how I'm still awake, but I'm here. The time is about 11:15 p.m. And we woke up yesterday morning at about 6:20 a.m. So in that time, I've had a few hours here and there, maybe 6 or 7 hours in total sleep. Probably not. Never more than about an hour and a bit in one hit. Oh, that rhymes. Yeah, anyway. So anyway, look, we've made it. Let me tell you, I didn't film on the metro or anything like that. I was pretty cooked, and I met a nice guy, and we actually chatted the whole way. He nearly went as far as I did all the way here. So anyway, the metro was a bit of a situation, just finding the metro and then buying the tickets. They only accept cash. The machines only accept cash. There's only a couple of machines that were working, and they didn't accept anything bigger than a 100 Turkish lira note, and the bank machine only gave me 200 Turkish lira notes. But anyway, I managed to find someone who gave me 2 100s, and I got a ticket, and I met a nice Irish guy. Hi, Declan. And anyway, it's all good. It's all good. We both got our tickets, and it was actually 3 different metro chains and a tram, and then about a 12-minute walk. That's how I got here. But the total cost was completely within that 100 Turkish lira that I spent, 50 for the card and 50 for transport, which was less than 10 Australian dollars, which is less than, it was about $6 US. Anyway, thank you for joining me. I'm here in Istanbul, and we're on the European side of Istanbul, so that means we are now in Europe. So, a new exciting continent awaits, and a new leg awaits. I'll see you on the next vlog, where we'll have a little bit of an explore around Istanbul. Thank you for joining me. Sorry for all the blabbing. Take care wherever you are in the world. May the journey never end.